Hello guys, and welcome into a new review and unboxing after a long absence on my gaming YouTube channel. In this video I will present you the old Corsair Vengeance LPX DDR4 RAM. This is the 64 gigabytes dual channel kit, ranked at 3200 megahertz. The reason why I went for this old model of RAM in the end of 2024 is because I try to revive my old PC. You have it right here. It is a B360M D3H motherboard. So the socket is Intel LGA 1151, and on it I have a Intel dual core with hyper-threading, the Intel G5400 Gold CPU. It is cooled by another old Arctic Freezer 13, a 92mm fan, nothing special there. Of course, I don't have a dedicated GPU ever since I sold my last monstrous rig, the Intel 10th generation i9 10900K, and on it you can see I have two sticks of a total of 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, clocked at 2133 MHz CL15, made by Crucial. It is true that let's say my weakest link in this computer is the CPU, of course. I do video editing on it as much as I can, and of course I have to wait a really long time, but I wanted to make this first upgrade because right now you can see I also have a 4K monitor. This is the, let's say, the ASUS ROG Strix, the 42-inch model, 4K 138 Hertz. Right now it works only at 60, but everything that let's say involves 4K, even if it's video editing or gaming, it takes advantage of as much RAM as possible. So please try to understand that I know the PC would work with 16 gigabytes also, maybe even with 32 gigabytes, which was half in price compared to what I had to pay for this. But even so, for 64 gigabytes CL16 3200 megahertz, I paid in my country about 122 US dollars. It is really okay for the prices in my country compared to what this kit costs would have cost 1 or 2 years ago, when they maybe were still mainstream. But the reason why I wanted to go with 64 was to have only 2 sticks of RAM. So to get, let's say, the most performance possible out of this motherboard. And I know most probably I won't be able to reach the 3200 megahertz, because from what I know, this motherboard supports a top of 2666 megahertz. So, or at least the CPU does. This was the maximum. But we shall see. I already entered in the BIOS, and I saw that this motherboard does have an option of XMP profile for the RAM. So even if they will work only at 2666 megahertz, it's still gonna be way better than 2133 16 gigabytes. You can imagine how the PC feels like it is really, let's say, obsolete now. But I really try to make the most out of it without breaking the bank, since this RAM is comes with a lifetime warranty. I will be able to resell them, or if not, for sure I will keep them in this 2017 rig. So that's when I think I bought this motherboard. I will keep them for sure for many more years to come. Also, this will be the first time when I will reach the maximum capacity of RAM supported by my motherboard. I never accomplished this thing in the past, and even in my my previous rig, which was an amazing one, the 10th generation one, I had the same amount, 64 gigabytes of RAM, but with 4 sticks of RAM. And you know, if they are two, the PC will run as well as possible. So yeah, so right now I will take out this crucial RAM and install the new one, and hopefully there will be at least a small improvement in the overall response of the PC. Hopefully the pages will open and will close a lot faster. So without any further ado, let's make the swap. We need to cut this seal right here. And here we have the RAM kit. Let's see if we can focus on that. So right there we can see the DDR4 3200 megahertz CL16. The actual latencies full are 16, 20, 20, 38, which is really good for, it's as good as possible for this type of RAM and frequency. And also the 1.35 volts they operate. So like this, it's really nice the way they are packed. Okay, so let's open them up. They have a really beautiful black matte finish, and the low profile will make them perfect for any CPU cooler. So you will not have any issues not even with a Noctua NH-D15. For instance, you will not be constrained to lift the front fan higher. I'm really so glad and so I feel a lot of joy right now, although I haven't installed them yet. But it's like a late Christmas present. Let's put them inside the computer. This old motherboard had RAM slots that opened in both sides compared to what it is now. Okay, so 1. And 2. And now the new RAM sticks. So you need to press them with pressure on both ends until you hear that click, that really strong click on both ends. And the other one. And again. Yeah, in that part I had to help it a bit. So, it is perfect and it is done. Let's see if it works. Okay, so this will be the first boot up. We have signal, and now the motherboard will check the RAM, and it will be just like in the case of a BIOS update. So just be patient. You can see another reboot. And now we have this this signal, boot failure detected. Let's just enter and hit load optimize the defaults, then boot. We also see the current CPU speed, the memory speed. Hopefully they will work. Load optimize defaults. So it is a good thing that we have display. Everything should work. It's just normal, and it is perfect. Here it is. So just don't worry. Every time you install a new RAM kit, especially, you might get into this issue. Simply load the optimized defaults in BIOS. That's all. Okay. And now let's see if we can make this RAM to work at a higher frequency than 2133. So right here I will open the app, the Gigabyte app, the App Center, and right there we have Easy Tune. So in the Gigabyte App Center, it's the old one. Right here we have the latest F16 BIOS version available for it. It is really amazing that they have this BIOS is from February 2024, so this year. The CPU is at default. Of course I cannot overclock it in any way, but when it comes to the DDR4 RAM, here we have these options. So first of all we have the memory frequency, which we can take it, I see, only at 2400 MHz, but we also have the XMP setup profile. It is at disabled. Let's see if I just put at 2400 the memory like this. Hit apply, and we will reboot it now. Again, even at 2400 MHz, it would be amazing if they will work. The main reason I went with this upgrade was the capacity in the first place. Not to mention the Corsair brand, their build quality, and their overall stability. Okay, so we have signal, and we're back in Windows. Okay. I will also show you the task manager. It looks amazing right now. So here we have the task manager. Look just at what difference it makes in the memory usage. It's at 6%. You can imagine in the past it was at around 40 to 50% memory usage. Again, the CPU is the weakest link, and right here we have the this tab which shows us even better. So the CPU, we see the load fluctuates, of course, being a dual core, but the memory 7% use out of 63.8 available. I will also have to make in such a way to have it shared to the GPU memory, but I think it's already done that. You can see shared GPU memory 32 gigabytes of video memory. It's really amazing, and this is what I hope it will bring an upgrade also for the way everything works. Okay, so with the app we see that we cannot go higher than 2400 megahertz. Let's see at system information volume. Or even better, the CPU ID, CPU Z. So right here we have everything, the Intel Coffee Lake CPU B360 chipset, and in the memory we see 2400 megahertz almost, so it's here 1196, meaning 1200 megahertz times 2, it's 2400. Let's see if I can benchmark it and see if they will be stable. Oh, what? I would have to purchase this. I really don't know how to use it. I don't see any tools. Okay. Driver updates. No. Let's see in the CPU, although. CPU bench. Oh, here. So let's see if I will get a better performance out of the CPU compared to how it was before. It was at almost 400 points on the single thread, and about 1096 at the multi-thread performance. Let's bench the CPU. So basically the multi-thread remains the same, and the single thread performance around the same. Yeah, it is nothing special here. Okay, let's see if I can make some changes in BIOS and see if I can go to 2666 there. So here it is, guys. In the let's say BIOS of the Gigabyte B360M D3H motherboard. Right here down we have an arrow facing down, and it takes us right here in easy mode. If we click on that, here we have the DRAM status. So we have the possibility of XMP disabled, as it is with a standard 2133 RAM, or XMP profile 1. I will only make these changes right here, so in case something doesn't work, I know, let's say it is too much, but we will see. After that, if all will be okay, I will come here and I will see if I can put the Intel Rapid storage on as well, because right now it's off. So XMP profile 1, press F10, save and exit, yes. And now the moment of truth. We have signal. And let's open CPU ID, CPU Z, and also the Gigabyte app, and see what it shows us there. Okay, so CPU ID, we see the CPU, 2 cores, 4 threads, and in the memory, yeah, no changes. So it looks like again we have DRAM frequency 1197 megahertz times 2, so 1200 times 2, 2400 megahertz. This is as good as it gets. Maybe it's also from the CPU. The motherboard, I think, is capable of 2666, but with a more potent, more powerful CPU, which I will make a spoiler. I already made a purchase from AliExpress to upgrade the CPU from this dual core with hyper threading to the unusual CPU made by Intel, especially for NVIDIA, the Intel CC150 8-core 16-thread CPU. I managed to purchase it for around 69 euros. You can imagine, let's say 4 years ago that CPU costed about $300. So it decreased in price, not to mention how much it cost when it was first launched. I think it was above 1,000 US dollars. It was the equivalent of the i9 9900T. So the version of the CPU, the only downside of it is that it will not have an integrated graphics card, an iGPU. That is only the downside. So when I will receive it, hopefully in the, let's say, late January 2025, I will have to purchase a graphics card if I want to use that CPU, but I will do so also because it will help me in my video editing endeavor. So for now, guys, again, I am really pleased with it. Thank God everything works. and basically I was also worried about the high capacity of the RAM. I knew that the motherboard supports 64 gigabytes total, but since it has 4 RAM slots, I thought, man, maybe I will have issues of putting 32 gigabyte on one stick only, because for sure when this motherboard was launched, we didn't have this high capacity of RAM. So it is simply amazing how things evolve. Not to mention that at this point we can purchase this setup even more, 96 gigabytes in 2 sticks of DDR4 RAM. So yeah, but for me it's perfect. It wasn't such an expensive upgrade, and you can imagine now I will not have issues with the RAM capacity ever. It will be as good as it gets, and for sure when I will install that CPU, hopefully everything will work fine. Imagine that the multi-thread performance of that CPU will be simply 4 times higher than what I have right now. Also in the single core performance it will be a slight improvement, but the multi-core, you can imagine 8 cores 16 threads compared to 2 cores 4 threads, it will be amazing. And of course it is a bargain for 69 euros. I mean, I can't ask for more than just made work as well as possible and not break down. That CPU will be it is not overclockable, so this is a good thing. It runs really cool, a 95 watts maximum TDP, and it's really efficient at a fixed clock of 3.5 gigahertz. So I don't worry about the fact that it might have been abused. As long as it had a cooler on it, I mean, it will work amazing even on my gear. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really am grateful for you if you have followed me over the years on my gaming channel. I wish you all the best, and hopefully I will see you in the future with some really many benchmarks and let's say a review for the Intel CC150 CPU, because I promise you, when I will make the purchase on that new video card, it will not be a cheap one. So I'm thinking of purchasing a RTX 5000 series when it will come out, a new PC case that will be as good in the airflow aspect as my formal Cooler Master case, and also of course I would want to buy the last power supply that I will need. Although my last PC had the best 1000 watt power supply in the world from Corsair, the AX1000. But yeah, I had to sell the entire rig, and this is it. Again, thank you so much. I really hope you are all well, and I'm looking forward to see you in my next uploads. Take care wherever you are, and bye bye.